Good afternoon and welcome to the Canary Island derby. This game between Tenerife and Las Palmas, or should I say Las Palmas and Tenerife, today from the Gran Canaria Stadium, home of Las Palmas. It is a very exciting derby day this Saturday afternoon under the sunshine. Today, the mascots of the home side, lifelong Las Palmas fans. Today, in their classic yellow and blue kits. Tenerife in their away pink strip for today. Both teams make few changes, going out with their strongest 11s possible for this enormous game around this part of Spain. Referee today, Jose Antonio Lopez Toca. Going to take charge of this game, always feisty. Here is the lineup for the home side, Las Palmas. It's a 4-2-3-1 with Valles in goal, Eric, Aitami, Lemos and De La Bella, the back four. Íñigo and Castellano in the holding roles with Pedri, Benito, Tana, who makes his returning debut, and Ruben Castro, fit to play up front today for UD Las Palmas. Of course, Íñigo Galarreta fit to play in the midfield. Lemos replacing the injured Mantovani. It's been a season full of injuries for the home side. Pepe Mel said before the game he's not very happy when you get so many injuries to important and key players in the side. Obviously, muscle injuries and niggles here and there will happen throughout the entire extent of the season. But when they happen all at once and to important members of the squad, it is when things could get bad for any team. Here we see the two captains for today's derby. Suso Santana, captaining Tenerife, and Aitami Artiles, captaining Las Palmas. This is a very important game personally for Santana, local lad from Tenerife, most of his life playing for his boyhood club. He is currently Tenerife's top goal scorer this season. As for here, Las Palmas, David, one of the veterans of the Las Palmas team, on the bench today. His 100th appearance for the club, joined there by his family. He'll be hoping to play some possible part in today's game. Here's the away side lineup for Tenerife, their classic 4-4-2. Dani Hernandez starts in goal again. Luis Perez, Carlos Ruiz, Alberto and Alex Muñoz make the back four. The captain, Suso Santana, on the right. Nahuel returns from a possible injury on the left. And Sanz Milla, partner in midfield, with Dani Gomez starting up front. Joselu Moreno making his league debut for Tenerife. Signed in this January transfer window on loan from Oviedo. Made his official debut on Wednesday in Tenerife's La Copa del Rey win over Valladolid. He starts his first game in the league ahead of Padilla up front. Today, 74 goals in 280 games in La Liga Smartbank. Those goals for Lugo and Oviedo. Manager Rubén Baraja before the game very happy to give Joselu his league debut for the club. And Las Palmas get us underway in this derby. Las Palmas in their classic yellow and blue strip, attacking from left to right of your screens. Tenerife in the pink from right to left. Started off already as a heated up match this. It speaks volumes as to how bad this derby can get later on in terms of physicality and aggression. The last three derbies between these two teams have ended up with a red card in each game. 2 for Las Palmas, 1 for Tenerife. Says as well that the person to get the first foul of the game is Joselu, who makes his debut in the Canary Island derby. And already it's going to be Lemos, the Uruguayan centre-back, is going to possibly go for goal. He is very far out, 1 minute into the game. Dani Hernandez ready to make a possible save. Lemos goes for the shot. Just wide of the net, but it's a good early start for Las Palmas. Had a bit of a rough patch of form recently, Las Palmas. You could say, haven't won a game yet in 2020. Have managed to pick up a couple of draws, but not managed much more than that. Pepe Mel putting it mainly down to injuries, but the general team performances as well have been affected by the fact that on December 31st, Jonathan Vieira, Las Palmas legends loan deal expired. A bit more on that coming later on. His replacement today, playing in the number 10 role, so to speak, just behind Rubén Castro, is Tana. He's also taken Vieira's number 21 jersey. Starts in his return to Las Palmas. It didn't look like he was going to be staying. He's been training with the club after falling out with the club and the board a couple of years ago. Left on loan to various different clubs. He's now officially part of the squad and makes his returning debut today. And what bigger game for him than that? Tenerife already up against it at the back. And there's a fall there in the box from Rubén Castro. No foul. He did get contact with the ball, but very far off target. Las Palmas, of course, higher up in the table at the moment compared to their local rivals Tenerife, but Tenerife, on the other hand, come into this game in very, very good form. They won their last league game at home, 1-0 win against Girona. Nahuel scoring the winner that day very early on. Forced off injured, which is good for him that he's able to come back into the fold for today's game. It's a good run here from Dani Gomez. Beats the defender, gets into the box, goes for the shot! And it came off the defender, the captain, Aitami. And it's going to be a corner for Tenerife. It's a great run from Tenerife's number 9. By the time he'd got his body into a good position to take a shot, he was surrounded by already 3 players in yellow. So we'll see the first corner of the game. Very high tempo already in this match. It's going to be Milla to play the ball. It's cleared away. Not far away enough, though. Aitor Sanz goes back wide for Milla, who manages to keep it in. He's onside. Waiting to play the cross. Back to Nahuel. Trying to get around Curvelo. Plays it to Milla. No flag. Very good defending there by Galarreta. And Las Palmas will try and mount a counter charge now. Misread the run there. De la Bella from Rubén Castro, giving the ball away in possession. As we were saying earlier on before the previous chance, Tenerife won their last league game 1-0 at home against Girona. Then on Wednesday managed to knock out Valladolid 2-1 in La Copa del Rey, qualifying for this midweek's round of 16 in La Copa. They will play at home against Athletic Bilbao. Manager Rubén Baraja claiming it is a reward for his side after playing very well in this last month and managing to get a very good number of results. It does, of course, add game congestion, but both managers have made the same quote, and you can't blame them. If you can't get ready for a derby, there's not many games you can get ready for. So they're trying to play the ball back to Luis Perez, who's offside. Las Palmas as well, trying to get their first win in the derby here against Tenerife since 2015. Obviously, of course, since then, Las Palmas have spent 2 seasons in La Liga, sadly getting relegated at the end of the 2017-2018 season. Tenerife, of course, haven't played First Division football in La Liga since 2009-2010, just over 10 years ago now. In that time period, over these last 2 seasons, since we've had Las Palmas back in La Liga Smartbank, this is the 4th derby they've played. Previous 3, no winner, a 1-1 draw in this stadium last season, followed by a 2-1 win for Tenerife at home last season. And then in the first round of games of this 2019-2020 season, we saw a 0-0 draw in Tenerife. So now Las Palmas looking to get another victory under their belts in this fixture. Las Palmas, of course, knocked out in the earlier rounds of La Copa del Rey, therefore they've had a full week to prepare for this game. Tenerife, meanwhile, only had just over 2 days to get ready. There goes Alberto, playing the free kick long. Kept in by Luis Perez. Finds Suso. And Joselu does really well there to put himself about, wins the ball off De La Bella. The linesman says he was the last player to touch the ball. It will be a throw-in. Lemos. Castellano. Castellano does well to get forward. Tried to lay it off to Ruben Castro. Intercepted, and Tenerife could maybe start a counter here. It's a good ball trying to find Dani Gomez, but Lemos did really well to cut it out. Hasn't had as much game time as he would have liked, Lemos, this season, but due to the unfortunate injury of Mantovani, Pepe Mel forced into the change today. Galarreta. Castellano now on the ball, just around the halfway line. This is one of the good qualities of Tenerife. They're very good as a defensive block. 2 solid lines of 4. 2 strikers definitely running their socks off in usual performances. Just under 10 minutes into the game, Las Palmas trying to take the initiative with possession, but they've given it away here. Milla and Joselu again trying to lay it off for Dani Gomez, who loves that pass in behind, just over the top of the defense. Las Palmas were very lucky there to win the ball back, otherwise it would have been a very easy counter-attack. Tana goes deep, back to Lemos. Castellano forced all the way back to the goalkeeper, Alvaro Valles. It is a very good start from Las Palmas. Both sides coming out the blocks already, trying to go quick and fast to get the upper hand. This is officially the 59th derby between these both sides. At the moment, Las Palmas with the larger amount of wins in those games, really since the 60s, 24 wins for Las Palmas, 15 for Tenerife, 19 of those ending in draws. But in recent years, Tenerife managing to pick up a lot of points here at the Gran Canaria Stadium. They've only lost twice in their last 8 visits to this ground. Corner, played in, just cleared wide, and a very soft attempt at a pass there from Galarreta. Cleared away, and it will be a throw-in. Pepe Mel making it pretty clear there that he wanted him to play the shot a little bit harder. Seems to have just been caught offside there. Curvelo playing right back today for Las Palmas. Good play here, quick from the home side. Here's Tana. Lemos does really well to lay it off, but good cover from Santana. Nahuel trying to clear his feet. Good high intensity press from Las Palmas. Alberto there has to go wide and does well to get it to Luis Perez, the right back, who does well to get forward. Plays it off for the captain, Santana. Back to the right back, plays it in. Oh, and what a save! Dani Gomez with the shot inside the 6-yard box. Alvaro Valles denying him the chance to open the score sheet, but the danger's not cleared yet. Now it does seem to, and there we see the foul from Alex Munoz, the left back. But what a great chance that was for Tenerife, definitely the clearest chance of the game. Here we can see the replay, the right back Luis Perez doing really well to play the ball into the number 9, Dani Gomez, takes a shot literally inside the 6-yard box. Very good save with the thigh there, the goalkeeper. And already we know we've got a good game on our hands, it seems. Here's Nahuel. Can't lose the ball there. Ends up doing very well to win a throw-in. Las Palmas playing a really high line. Just ends up pinning Tenerife in their own half, but that can be very dangerous with possible counter-attacks like we've seen in the last chance. We see it again from another angle. It's a brilliant ball, a low cross from the right back. And Dani Gomez always does really well to put himself about for Tenerife. Just can't find a corner. Ends up probably hitting it a bit too central, but without taking any credit away from Alvaro Valles. It's a brilliant save. Here's Nahuel now for Tenerife. Aitor Sanz does really well to clean his feet. Goes wide for Milla, and does really well playing it again to Luis Perez, who's already had a very good intervention here in the game. Suso, no flag. He was trying to play across. Good defending there from the left back, De La Villa. It's going to be a throw-in for the away side. Unhappy that there was no offside given. Joselu trying to come close to pick up the pass. Santana claiming he wasn't the last player to touch the ball. Linesman thought otherwise. Ends up giving away possession to Las Palmas. Dana tried to clear his feet, but fouled Aitor Sanz, the offender there. Aitami, the captain for Las Palmas, goes long, finds Curbelo. You see Las Palmas keep getting to force back to play the ball backwards, really. And already there's a foul, and we're going to see the first card of the game. 16 minutes it's taken. Heated fixture even before kickoff, and it's going to be Aitor Sanz. It's his second foul in quick succession. The Tenerife midfielder trying to defend himself, but the tackle is pretty clear from behind. Absolutely no contact with the ball. Pepe Mel making it clear there. Second foul in nearly the space of a minute. Referee Jose Antonio Lopez didn't hesitate to give the first yellow card of the game. Lemos is going to go short in the end. Look, especially prepared to go long. In the end, it is Castellano who went long, but De La Bella unable to keep it in. De La Bella joined Las Palmas from Real Sociedad, already part of the squad last season. Very good in his abilities at left back. One of the professional heads that Pepe Mel can count on in his injury-ridden moment that his squad is going through. But still managing to keep the identity. Many players from Las Palmas are actually from the Canary Islands. They know how much this game means to both sides. Dana giving away the ball there. He'll be looking to impress on his return to Las Palmas. Been a lot of fuss this week over simply just what number he'd have on the back of his shirt. Obviously, as previously mentioned, the number 21 shirt is Jonathan Vieira's number that he had. And this week, the president of Las Palmas tried to negotiate with Jonathan Vieira's parent club to see if he could maybe play this game today, but also Dana trying to link up with the squad and finally get a place on the team sheet, but also he had to get signed up as an actual player. He needed a squad number, and there was none available apart from number 21. And after negotiations with Jonathan Vieira's parent club, Beijing Guan, who were not very helpful in that decision, they decided they did not want to let their player Jonathan Vieira play that game. So in the end, the decision was made. Jonathan Vieira, of course, played many years for Las Palmas, considered a legend really. Left for China a couple of years ago, signed back on loan at the beginning of this season, but again his loan deal did expire on December 31st. Now he's in the stands today watching the game, unable to play. He's still training with the squad to keep fitness, of course, as the Chinese Super League starts again in the end of February. His team wanting him ready for pre-season. But of course it does mean he misses out on today's game. Tana, meanwhile, taking his shirt number and getting signed up by the club officially this week. What a game to make his return. Oh my God, and the ball's come off the defender. Fouled from behind. Ruben Castro, and there it is. It's a red card 21 minutes into the game. The ball had come off Milla. And Ruben Castro thought it was a lost cause, saw the header with the ball deflected, chased the chance, and Carlos Ruiz, the veteran centre-back, forced into the tackle. Otherwise it would have been one-on-one with his goalkeeper, Dani Hernandez. And there it is, 21 minutes in. And we've got the first red card of the game. He was the last man, Carlos Ruiz. Here we see a replay. He is just onside, maybe. There you can see Ruben Castro, but the ball... Actually, the ball came off, yeah, came off Alberto, but it was Carlos Ruiz who made a tug of the shirt. Ruben Castro probably didn't even hesitate to go to ground. But it is a red card. And already, Tenerife down to 10 men away from home against Las Palmas, following the tradition, of course. Fourth derby in 2 seasons, 1 red card per game. And Carlos Ruiz still not happy with that decision. It still hasn't actually left the pitch. Rubén Baraja furious with that decision. But whether it's considered soft or not, he was the last man, and Ruben Castro was pulled down. Might have to be a shuffle of the pack here for the away side. Still unsure whether the decision that's being taken at the moment. Everyone's surrounding the team. And the decision is final. And Carlos Ruiz, the centre half for Tenerife, sent off after 21 minutes in this game. Again, we already knew this game was lively even before kickoff. It's now got even louder. The Las Palmas fans celebrating as if it was a goal. And it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the penalty box for the home side. Lemos again over the ball. Next to him, Benito Ramirez, the left-footed player. It's going to be Lemos in the end. Came off the wall. And Nahuel quickly going to try and go long for a possible counter-attack. But very, very good defending by Ramirez. Another possible foul on Galarreta, but Tenerife lose possession. Verde now went wide. Most of the possession gone to Las Palmas in this game so far. But again, you'd have to say the clearer chances have fallen to the away side, Tenerife. Soft pass there. And it will be a throw in. Here we see a replay of the chance. Header just off Ramirez. Alberto got the header. Not at the right angle that he wanted. And Carlos Ruiz forced into the foul. Ramirez. Really well in that build-up play. Castellano now. And Aitami, the captain, plays a good ball over the top for Curbelo. And Ramirez goes for the shot. Just wide. of the target. Ramirez, of course, played a very big part in Las Palmas' last game last week in La Liga Smartbank. They managed a 1-1 away draw against Racing de Santander. It was a late equalizer from Ramirez. An absolutely lovely shot on his left foot from outside the box. And that was just enough to get something out of the game. And here we see the first sub of the game. Unfortunately, it's Joselu Moreno, the sacrificed. He goes off, and it's going to be Sipcic to come on at centre half. Joselu making his league debut for Tenerife. You can see there he gave a nod of appreciation to his manager. He knows that the boss has been forced into this change, but still, unfortunately, not the debut he was expecting. He tried to put himself about Joselu, but his teammate into a rash challenge, sending him straight down the tunnel with a red card. Here's Lemos now. Pedri does really well to go wide. De la Bella playing the cross. Cleared away well by Alberto. Be interesting to see who will get the opening goal. Hoping that eventually we see one, of course. Las Palmas, the league table would show you that they are favourites coming into this game. History will tell you that they are the favourites in this game, but recent form would have to go in favour of Tenerife. But of course now, down to 10 men, with still an hour to play. Foul there on Alberto. It's going to be another yellow card in this game. It's the first one for Las Palmas. It's going to be Benito Ramirez going into the referee's book. But with that yellow card, will unfortunately miss Las Palmas' next game in the league. Here we see Pedri trying to play the ball into Ramirez, and in the process ends up taking out Alberto. Dani Hernandez will go long. Santana, bit of a nudge with De La Bella, unhappy with that decision. He will get a lot of grief from Las Palmas fans, being of course the Tenerife captain. It's been a constant image this so far as we reach the half-an-hour mark in this game. Las Palmas keeping control of the ball, but it's all in and around the halfway line. Can't really use that position to get forward as Tenerife pack out their own half. Probably going to have to retract that defensive line even further now with one player less on the pitch. Las Palmas giving away possession, cleared away, and Dani Gomez trying the 50-50 with Lemos. Sipcic picks up the ball. Luis Perez now going to have to be careful with when he makes his runs further forward. Tenerife trying to find Dani Gomez there, pushing the Las Palmas captain Naitami. And the home side go again. Galarreta. Castellanos. de la Bella. Galarreta now going wide to the right. Curbelo puts in a cross. Very well cleared. They'll go again. Here's Pedri. Pedri with the shot! And a very good save from Dani Hernandez. It will be a corner for Las Palmas. Pedri, the young talent. Local boy for Las Palmas. He is leaving at the end of the season though. Signed a pre-contract with Barcelona nonetheless. Signed for 5 million euros. But he will play here until the end of the season. Contractual agreement between both clubs. Lovely move there from Galarreta. Soft pass into the box though. Dani Gomez on the shoulder to shoulder there with Curbelo, and he did very well to play the ball back to the keeper. Dani Gomez trying to chase down the pass there. Definitely their best asset down the middle now for the away side. Curbelo, now here's Tana. Hasn't really seen much of the ball. Tana, even though most of the play has to go through him. That is definitely the opinion of his manager, Pepe Mel, who said he was forced really into playing Tana today, but also because if he wants to join the club in the end after a long month of negotiations, he's got to learn how his team play football, and then of course down to the injuries even more importantly. Here he is now on the ball, does really well to lay it off to Ramirez. Pedri on the edge of the box trying to hold off Milla. Galarreta played a very hard ball there, came off, I think it was Rubén Castro. Pedri again lays off the ball, and Castellanos with the shot very, very far over the bar, and it will be a goal kick for Dani Hernandez in the Tenerife goal. Just see how important he is to this team, the young Pedri. Most of the play is actually going through him so far in this game. Heavy shot to the face though for Rubén Castro from that pass from Galarreta. It's a very, very special and important game this for Rubén Castro. He comes back from injury after returning to Las Palmas last season, but of course youth product from this club's academy. But it is a very, very important stat, him taking part in this game today. He is now level with Ricardo León and the former Las Palmas captain David Garcia with 10 appearances in the Canary Islands derby. All those three players are now joint with 10. Rubén Castro joining that club. And then of course you can't forget Tenerife captain Suso Santana, today making his 9th appearance in Canary Island derbies. Rubén Castro will love to mark this one off with a goal. Here he is on the ball. Good cover by Alex Muñoz. Pepe Mel, to one extent, even calling Rubén Castro nearly a new winter signing after coming back from injury. He was on the bench for their previous game against Racing, but starting today, very important probably for him personally. 10 games played against Tenerife in local derbies. Ricardo León, of course, previously of Tenerife. David Garcia, previously of Las Palmas. Left the club in the summer at the expiry of his contract. Now, of course, Aitami Artiles taking the captain's armband as of this season. Suso, meanwhile, captaining his side for quite a few years now. Just one appearance there behind Ruben Castro. Castro, of course, in his career playing for Betis, really, where he played most of his best football, as well as a short spell in China. But at the end, he came back to where his career really started in the early 2000s, in the Estadio Gran Canaria. Pepe Mel will be wanting more from his players, especially having a numerical advantage, as well as home advantage. Dana went wide for De La Bella, who's got space to run here. Decides to go back in midfield. Dana goes for the shot, deflected and wide. The deflection really kept Dani Hernandez planted there. It will be a corner for the home side. Played in, cleared away very well by Luis Perez. Danger not cleared. Galarreta puts in a cross. Dani Hernandez with a good catch, avoiding a possible header from Curvelo. Tempo of the game really has dropped, ironically, since we saw the sending off of Carlos Ruiz. Very, very lively opening 15 minutes to this game. But Tenerife is slowly getting a more and more defensive position as Las Palmas firming their grip on the game. Definitely had more of the ball. Just need to convert that possession into chances. It's Pedri. Dana goes to De La Bella. Dana again. Very optimistic cross, looking for Benito Ramirez. Straight out of play, though. Dana, similar to the man he's replaced, Jonathan Vieira, coming in after being on loan in China. Be very interesting to see later on in the game how the fitness levels are. Of course, today in the squad as well for Las Palmas, no Araujo, who is very close to closing his transfer, a permanent transfer away to AEK Athens in Greece, one of his former clubs where he spent a lot of time on loan. Unfortunately, he was the player who got the goal for Las Palmas in this exact fixture last season here at the Gran Canaria Stadium. David Garcia, the captain last season, was the player sent off in that game. But that is one source of goals that Las Palmas have lost with the departure of the attacker. Going to have to rely heavily now on Ruben Castro even more. Here's Luis Perez for Tenerife. Good ball to Dani Gomez. Struggled to keep it under control. Ball ends up going back wide to the fullback. Tenerife not really able to commit many bodies forward. At a risk of getting countered. Here's Alberto. Alex Muñoz does really well to lay it off, and Nahuel Loses out possession there to Curbelo. Really good defending from the right back. And the ball goes wide. Fans asking for a foul there on Pedri, but the ball comes off Sipcic, and it is going to be another corner for Las Palmas. Reaching now the end of the first 45 minutes, 4 minutes left in this game, in the opening 45. It's going to be Ramirez with the outswinger, goes short. Cleared away by Dani Gomez. Pot shot cleared. And Nahuel. Foul there, very aggressively by De La Bella. Tenerife players asking for some sort of action as Nahuel was taken out on the counter-attack. It is going to be a yellow card for the left-back, De La Bella. Second Las Palmas player to receive a yellow card. It's a tough tackle there, as Dani Gomez and Nahuel were trying to start a possible counter-attack. Did really well, Dani Gomez, to get around Castellano. But then a very cynical challenge from De La Bella. Still feeling that one. Nahuel still on the ground. Aitami taking the opportunity to set his teammate straight. Back to his feet, Nahuel. It's already a big bonus for Tenerife that he's able to play this game. He opened the score sheet only 8 minutes into the game against Girona last weekend in La Liga Smartbank. Fortunately, just 15 minutes later, he picked up what seemed to be a thigh problem. Had to be replaced. But today, declared fit and starting. Seems perfectly well to continue. Suso claiming he was held there by De La Bella after the long range pass. Referee says play on. Dami now to De La Bella. Tana. Pedri goes back. Castellanos goes wide. Lemos waiting and waiting to put across. In the end, goes short for Galarreta. Expecting a corner, as the ball did seem to come off Alex Muñoz. Decision is final. It is going to be a corner kick. Ramirez now plays the ball in. Off the soft header, Dani Hernandez with a very easy catch. 2 minutes added on by the fourth official in this game. We will go on to the 47th minute here in the first half. Tenerife struggling to get out the blocks, yet ironically have had the better chances in this game. Unfortunately down to 10 men after the straight red card of Carlos Ruiz, as he tugged the shirt of Ruben Castro after a mistake from his teammate Alberto. But still, Las Palmas looking for clear clear-cut chances. Pedri with the closest they've come to a possibility of scoring a goal. Just over the half-an-hour mark. As Lemos finds Pedri. Under pressure by Luis Perez. And then the foul from Suso Santana, the Tenerife captain, who's going to get booked for that foul. Pedri feeling that one. It is going to be another yellow card in this game. Very, very heated game so far. Seen 4 yellow cards and a red just in the opening 45 minutes. We see here it is a very tough tackle on Pedri. The face of surprise on the Tenerife captain will not change the referee's mind. Astana prepares himself to whip in across from the set piece. Probably the last chance of the first half. Suso still complaining about that yellow card. Bit of rough and tumble in the penalty box between Aitami and Alberto, the 2 centre halves. Played in. De La Bella got the head up, but just over the bar. It's a good ball in from Tana. But the left back unable to keep the header down. Here we can see the pushing and shoving between Aitami and Alberto. And the referee whistles for half-time. It is 0-0 at the break. Tenerife down to 10 men. Las Palmas unable to break their opposition down. Aitami there, the captain, speaking to all his teammates, wanting more. And in the background, you can see Suso arguing with his own managerial staff, defending himself as to why that was a yellow card. Everything to play for, still in the second 45 here at the Gran Canaria Stadium. At the break, it is Las Palmas 0, Tenerife 0.
Con el número 99, damos la bienvenida a una nueva mascota. Y los míos, acompañados por la chica de bailar con clase que nos interesarán su nuevo feliz. Un fuerte aplauso. Recordarles que por motivos de seguridad no está permitido permanecer de pie en los pasillos ni en las escaleras. Rogamos colaboren con las fuerzas y cuerpos de seguridad del Estado. Muchas gracias.
Attention please. We remind you that for security reasons, standing is not allowed in the walkway along the stairs. Please cooperate with the police forces. Thank you very much.
Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Es wird darauf hingewiesen, dass es verboten ist, sich in den Gängen und Ausgängen des Stadions aufzuhalten. Bitte leisten Sie den Anweisungen des Sicherheitspersonals Folge. Vielen Dank.
Welcome back to this second half in the Canary Island derby. It is 0-0 at the break between Las Palmas and Tenerife. The big talking points of the opening 45: Carlos Ruiz, the Tenerife centre-back, sent off after a tug of the shirt when Rubén Castro was in on net. Clear red card, and from then on it's been a proper heated event here. 4 yellow cards so far in the first half. 2 for Las Palmas, 2 for Tenerife, and adding on to that, the red card. Chances have been far between, shall we say. Tenerife with the 2 better chances from Dani Gomez, basically creating them for himself, running in behind. Very good saves from keeper Álvaro Valles. As for Las Palmas, 1 shot on target from Pedri after beating 2 defenders inside the penalty box, forced into a save from Dani Hernandez. But heated definitely in this Canary Island derby. Las Palmas looking for their first win of 2020 and their first derby win since 2015. Tenerife in the pink strips get us underway, attacking from left to right on your screen, as Las Palmas in the yellow and blue attack from right to left. Here's Dani Gomez already in the second half. Very, very quick start with the shot. Álvaro Valles nearly caught out by surprise. Dani Gomez, definitely Tenerife's most dangerous player today. Did really well to get around the defender and sort his feet out very quickly. But Las Palmas favourites at the beginning of this game, even more so now with the numerical advantage. Sipčić would come on to replace Joselu, the new striker brought in on loan from Oviedo by Tenerife, making his league debut today. Fortunately, he only managed to play 22 minutes. After that, Tenerife doing really well to not concede many chances to Las Palmas. Here's Pedri now. It was a lovely pass for Rubén Castro. He hesitated whether to stick out a foot, which gave time for Dani Hernandez to pick up the ball. Goes long with the goal kick. Dami up against Dani Gomez. Here we will see a replay from the opening chance. Luis Perez played it in to the striker. Tenerife's number 9 took an early shot. Unable to catch it there, Álvaro Valles, but managing very well to get a good save in. Going to be a throw in now for Las Palmas. It's Castellano to Lemos. Corbello found himself very, very far forward in the first half, down the right-hand side for Las Palmas. Dana giving away possession there. Ball's played long for Dani Gomez. And Aitami had to cut across to intercept. Nawel fouling Corbelon in an attempt to win back possession. No yellow card, but it is clearly a foul. A kick out there at the ankle. Galarreta definitely been one of the linchpins for Las Palmas today. Most of the ball possession has gone through him. Pepe Mel very happy to get him back in the squad after returning from injury. Fabio dropping to the bench for this game for Las Palmas. Here's Pedri now. Pedri with a lovely ball over the top. Again, looking for Ruben Castro. I think the flag was up on the far side. Not happy with that decision. Didn't get to the ball anyway. Roughly 21,500 today in the Gran Canaria Stadium. Very, very important game for the people here around the islands. Suso tried the cross, got it horribly wrong, much to the joy of the Las Palmas fans after the mistake from the Tenerife captain. Galarreta going forward, fouled there by Aitor Sanz. He was on a yellow card, got to be careful for the remainder of this game. Castellano. Benitez goes back to Galarreta, chipped over the top for Ruben Castro, who goes down. Tana took the shot, came off the defender. Milla wins back the ball. But Castellano did really well to win back possession. Dani Gomez was already on his bike, ready to run in behind. Tana there, nearly opening his account again for Las Palmas. Shot blocked by Alberto. Luis Perez beats De La Bella to the header. Suso gets round the fullback, but then does lose out to Pedri. Here we can see a replay. Ruben Castro nudged to the ground, no penalty. Tana catching the ball on the volley, coming off the back of Alberto, the Tenerife centre-back. Las Palmas go again. Lovely ball played out wide to De La Bella. Put in the first time cross, comes off Luis Perez. We will see the first corner of the second half in favor of Las Palmas. It's their sixth corner of the game. Drops on the edge of the penalty box to Galarreta, plays the ball in again. Aitami, who got connection with the ball, just not heavy enough. Turned out to be a fairly easy catch for Dani Hernandez. Alberto goes wide. This is Luis Perez. Loses out to Pedri and De La Bella. No foul there. Tana trying to play the ball to Ruben Castro. Alberto does really well to clear the ball. In the end, it comes off De La Bella. It will be a throw-in for Tenerife as they prepare their second substitution of the game. It is going to be Shaquille Moore to come on play in various positions at right back or right midfield. Be interesting to see what the thinking is behind this change from Rubén Baraja. Waiting confirmation as to who will give way. Galarreta plays a good ball. And Ramirez with the header, trying to find Rubén Castro. Hernandez, the keeper, with an easy catch. Goes long with the kick. Dani Gómez up against it, really, without a striking partner. After the sending off of Carlos Ruiz, Joselu had to give way for Sipcic. So Tenerife could go back to a back four. All that's done is double the work that Dani Gómez is going to have to put in if his team want to get anything out of this game. Here's Aitami now for Las Palmas. Galarreta. His teammates all the time looking for him to try and find a pass. De La Bella now with the cross. Goes all the way to the back post for Ramirez. Trying to find Rubén Castro, cleared away by Alberto. And Milla now managing to get the ball away, but not completely away as Castellano. Goes wide for Gurbelo. Pedri shrugs off Alex Muñoz. And Benito Ramirez could not get past Alex Muñoz there. Here we will see the second sub of the game, and for Tenerife it is going to be the captain, Suso, to be replaced. Aitor Sanz is now the captain. His 9th Canary Island derby. He is also on a yellow card. He will be replaced by Shaquille Moore. Not a popular figure here, obviously, in the Gran Canaria Stadium. As Moore comes on in his place. It is normally a like-for-like substitution. This from Rubén Baraja, normally, must be said, does happen later on in the game. Only 10 minutes into the second half this time out. No, it's definitely not down to an injury. It's possible there is definitely a risk of there being a second yellow card for Suso. Last thing Tenerife need is to go down to 9 men. At the same time, though, Las Palmas will make their first substitution of the game. It is Lemos, the centre-back, who gives way. As Servic will come on. It is like for like. That really could be questionable towards a possible injury on Lemos. He has returned to the side, mainly down to the injury of Mantovani. Possible fatigue would be a bit early to be the scenario. Here's Milla. Dani Gómez. Very, very overcooked that pass from Aitor Sanz. Ball now for Las Palmas. Luis Perez left a foot in there. It is a foul on De La Bella. Both players going for the ball, but Luis Perez leaving the leg just a bit too late in there. Galarreta. Goes wide. Here's Benitez trying to put the ball onto his preferred left foot. Cleared away by Moore. Dani Gomez asking for a foul there from Aitami. It's not going to come. The ball finds itself back to him. He's unhappy with the offside flag being shown to him there. Kicks the ball away in anger. And that will see him get a yellow card, a necessary yellow card there. He's asking for the foul from earlier against Aitami. Not given. And for kicking away the ball, he now gets himself in the book. He is just onside, though, in his defence, but he's unhappy with how things are going for him so far today. Las Palmas will keep possession. De la Bella now. Pedri. Really good ball for Tana. Ruben Castro waiting for the ball. Very well cleared. And it needed to be. Just waiting to pounce. Las Palmas, number 7. Has been pretty quiet in this game, Ruben Castro, but that is, as his manager would say, his best quality. Quiet for most of the game, but will take advantage of a chance that will drop to him if that happens. Castellano. Ball played in. And again, Alberto got a foot in. And Milla has to go wide for Moore as Dani Gomez is down injured. No foul is given, though. Dani Gomez, of course, is the man who's got to be at the point of any counter-attack that they have. Tenerife players asking why not even a foul was given. Game was stopped, though, by the referee. Half an hour left here at the Gran Canaria Stadium. Waiting for the goal scoring to be opened by either side. Las Palmas still doing very well to keep most of the ball, but struggling in the creation of chances. Tenerife, down to 10 men, have already had the best chance of this second half. Pedri does really well to play that ball wide for Sirvic. Castellano gets the pass wrong there. Sirvic, who has gone to right back, as Curbelo slots in alongside Aitani, where Lemos previously was playing. Fresh legs down that right-hand side to go forward. The goal kick, Dani Hernandez taking his time. As we will now see the second sub from Las Palmas. Ramirez loses out to Alex Munoz, who's fouled. Will be possession for Tenerife. See there, shoulder to shoulder. And we see the second sub, it is Tana, replaced for this one. And it's Verde Varela, who will come in. Possible we will now see Pedri get a more central role. Curvelo plays with Sirvik. Sirvik trying to play the ball to Ramirez. Turned out to be a turnover in possession. Dana, of course, probably not fully fit. Had an okay game. Really much of the fans' appreciation in his substitution. Here's Varela. Galarreta. Here we see Pedri in a lot more central role now. Luis Perez finds Dani Gomez. He's surrounded by 4 players. Hasn't really got a teammate to pass the ball to. Aitami did really well to pick up the pass. And Varela wide for Sirvic. Hit 1-2 with Ramirez, who did end up going to ground. Dani Gomez there with the shoulder barge on Castellano. The foul is given, asking for a second yellow. And there we see the first chance for Las Palmas in this second half. It is Ramirez who let fly from outside the box. Similar position as to where he scored last weekend against Racing de Santander. It is a very good save by Dani Hernandez. It's going to be a corner for Las Palmas. Luis Perez trying to clear it, slipped in the process. It's only going to be a throw-in for Las Palmas on the opposite side from where the corner was taken. Sirvic out wide, waiting for the pass. Curvelo does so. Pedri. Decides to go wide for De La Bella. Tries to find Sirvic. Nahuel confused as to where the ball had dropped after the 50-50 in the air. The ball just went out of play for a throw-in. Rubén Baraja contemplating what he can do to either maintain the 1 point he's got at the moment or go for a possible 3. His team have played very well with 10 men. They've had the better chances of the game, but they know that they're under pressure now from Las Palmas. Here's Pedri. And De La Bella, who now basically in the second half is playing as a left winger rather than a left back. Tenerife now fully pinned into their own half, nearly their own penalty box. Moore trying to get the ball away to Dani Gomez. Here's Castellano. Varela. Under pressure from Milla. He's back in the box now, Varela. Good defending from Aitor Sanz, as Dani Hernandez came out to collect the ball. Trying to send the ball long, every possibility he can. Looking for Dani Gomez. He's really done all he can to put himself about for Tenerife. He's there all on his own against the whole back 4. Galarreta goes wide for Ramirez. Back again. Trying to play the pass between the lines for Varela. Blocked away by Alberto. Moore plays the long pass, looking for Dani Gomez, who goes to ground after a collision with Aitami. Will be nothing given as Las Palmas continue to play on with possession of the ball. There's Varela again for Sirvic. Lovely ball, played in by Galarreta, and with the shot from Pedri over the bar, claiming there was a touch from the Tenerife defender. When you look at it from that angle, it did seem like Alex Munoz got a touch to the ball. But goal kick has been given. This isn't really the ideal result that Las Palmas will want out of this game, but it will be an improvement point-wise compared to their last home game here a couple of weeks ago. A 1-0 home defeat to Zaragoza. Struggling to get wins so far this season at home alone in 12. They've managed 5 wins, 3 draws and 4 defeats. It's just not consistent enough where they need the points. Their last win was a 2-3 away win against Elche midway through December. Rubén Castro went to ground there. No foul given, much to the dislike of the home support. Alberto goes wide for Luis Perez. Keeps it in play with the header, but not good enough the pass for the ball to reach Moore. Las Palmas now will go again. 20 minutes left in this one. Is someone going to take the 3 points home? Here's Galarreta. Sipcic picked up the ball. Very good defending from Nahuel. Managed to clip the ball off his shin. Here we see a replay of that fall. Rubén Castro claiming he was pulled down to the ground by Alex Munoz. It would have been a very soft penalty had it been given. It's going to result in another goal kick for Dani Hernandez. Fans have not been happy with him since the first half, taking too much time. This would be a very good point for Tenerife. But the game is not over yet. Sipcic did well to clear the ball under pressure from Rubén Castro, but it would have been offside anyway. Would have been very close, though, if it had been given as an offside. Alberto looked like he was going to take the shot. In the end, it's the goalkeeper, Hernandez, who will go long. Straight out of play, as De La Villa will get the throw in. Cleared away by Aitami. And Milla. Luis Munoz. Alex Munoz, beg pardon, does really well, but just a heavy touch. Couldn't get him round Sirvic. As Castellano will go long. That is the one thing that Rubén Castro is probably lacking, is a bit of pace. It's the killer instinct in the box, which is his best quality. Definitely reason for Fede Varela's introduction into the second half. Much different to Dani Gomez up front for Tenerife. Dani Hernandez. Again, can't find his teammate with the long pass. It's another throw-in for Las Palmas. Larreta to De La Bella, who's been trying to find that pass to Ruben Castro all evening. Varela now for Sipcic. Now Will did really well to help out defensively. Kept in play by Castellano. Pedri. Galarreta with an attempt at a first-time pass. Gives the ball away to Moore. Asking for a foul there from the Las Palmas midfielder. Play will go on as Varela goes wide for Sirvic. Put the ball into the box there for Pedri, who went down. Foul wasn't given. At this game at the moment, any chance of a possible foul is what will be looked for. Here we can see the replay. It's actually Aitami far up the pitch there who went to ground. You can see a little bit of a tug of the shirt. No penalty though. We're going to see the third and final change for Las Palmas. It is Galarreta, just returning from injury, though had a very good game today. He will be the final sub. It is Thomas Peckart who comes on. It is an offensive sub for Las Palmas. Joint second top goal scorer for the club, just behind the just departed Jonathan Vieira. 5 goals this season for Peckart, who already gets a touch of the ball. It isn't a very offensive change from Las Palmas midfielder for another striker. Here's Pedri now. Cleared away by Sipcic. And Milla picks up the ball. He'll go long for Dani Gomez, who's up against Curbelo. Does really well to take the ball into his stride. The Las Palmas centre-half doesn't give the ball away. Handball there by Castellano as he stopped the pass from going to Milla. Here we can see a replay from the cross as Aitami went to ground. You can see why a lot of the fans were asking for that, as Javi Castellano also sees a yellow card for that handball. Seems like the referee believed it wasn't as innocent as he thought. He's another player who will now miss the next game through suspension. And Alberto there just caught offside as the ball was played into the box. Just past the final 15-minute mark in this game. Tenerife defending really well, but Las Palmas really putting the pressure in now to try and get a winner. There's Varela. Goes wide for Sirvic, who puts a cross in. Too high, though, for Pekard to get a contact with the ball. But still managed to keep possession for the yellow and blues. So Ramirez. Good interception by Moore. Dani Gomez does really well to get around Castellano. But again, hasn't got anyone to pass the ball to. Cuts inside. It's Castellano who got a foot in. But possession is for Tenerife. They've been really strained in keeping possession this second half. Here's Sipcic now, the centre half. Goes forward, Luis Perez with the cross. Cleared away by Curvelo. Not far enough, though. Tenerife still with possession. Aitor Sanz, back to Alberto. Alberto over the top for Alex Muñoz. Plays in the cross, straight off the right back, Sirvic. It is going to be a corner for Tenerife. And the final sub of the game, substitution number 3 for Tenerife. Both teams using up all 3 substitutions. There we see the away section of Tenerife. Good away crowd. It is Nahuel who's going to get replaced. He's put in a very big shift defensively for his club, as Lasure will come on for the final 10 minutes. Final sub of the game. 10 minutes to go. Corner for Tenerife. Dani Gomez couldn't get contact after the heavy corner from Milla. Las Palmas through Pedri. Aitami goes wide for Varela. Nice ball wide for Sirvic. Hesitated to put the cross in. Castellano now basically playing at right back to hold the line. Pekard keeps the ball in very well, as Varela will have another chance to try and play the ball forward. Pedri goes for the long shot. Just wide of the target. Dani Hernandez did seem to have it under control, but Pedri was forced into the long shot. Suso Santana there, the Tenerife captain, substituted early on in this second half. Basically playing as assistant coach at the moment. Out of play there by De La Bella. Not going to let Moore run in behind. Seems like Aitami done something not to the referee's liking. Throw in now for Tenerife. Moore loses out. But it is Pekard taken out. And we see another yellow card, this time for Alberto. Late challenge, very late challenge by the centre-back. The centre-back partner, Carlos Ruiz, sent off straight red early on in the first half. That is a very cynical challenge from the centre half. And De La Bella. It was a very good cross. Pecot couldn't get any contact. Ramirez puts in another cross. Cleared away by Alberto. Dani Gomez tried to play it off for Milla. Here's De La Bella again. Varela. Pedri. Waiting to find a space for a shot. Varela goes instead. Very lucky that that deflection took it wide. Sirovic manages to keep it in play. Ramirez puts in another cross. Moore now with the header. Tenerife trying to hold on to possession. They do so really well. But Moore did not see De La Bella coming in to put a foot in. Giving away possession once more. Ramirez now. Tenerife really deep now. Defensive line just on the edge of their box. But here's Milla. Goes wide for Dani Gomez. Milla's expecting the pass. Dani Gomez cuts inside though. Goes for the shot. No with the bar. Milla very unhappy that he couldn't get the ball. Sousa on the other hand very happy with his team still trying to go forward. But that could be a chance lost by Tenerife. Dani Gomez absolutely exhausted there. Having to come very deep to help his team out defensively now. Varela goes wide for Sirovic. Puts in a lovely cross. Had to be cleared by Alberto. De La Bella. Goes back into the middle. Pedri. Lays it off for Fede. And Fede Varela. Wide with the shot. Pepe Mel not happy with that decision from his player. Fede Varela not close to finding the target there. 5 minutes left in this game. Unsurprisingly though, Milla and Alberto with what seemed to be muscle strains late on in this game. They've had to run a bit more than normal, being down to 10 men for basically 70 minutes in this game. This will do themselves a couple of favors though, as a point for Tenerife, down to 10 men and away from home, would be considered a very positive result. Las Palmas though had a numerical advantage for most of the game and still struggling to break down Tenerife's solid defensive block. Luis Perez with a throw-in. Ball ends up back in possession of Las Palmas. Varela. Back to De La Bella. Castellano now. Aitami, the captain, asking his teammates to offer up for a pass. Otherwise, no chance will come. Fede Varela, again forced back to the defense. See Tenerife waiting to pounce on a possible counter if they could just pick up the ball. Pedri does well to drive forward. De La Bella plays in a cross, cleared away by Alex Munoz. Sipcic jumped there with Peckhart, but it was Alberto who goes to ground. Seems like he got there what could possibly be an elbow from Peckhart into the back. Definitely feeling that one. Las Palmas fans clearly not happy with that decision. They will be happy with the point, though. Their fans, they know that their team has put in a very solid performance today. Up against it for most of the game. But it's not over yet. 1 minute plus injury time. We will see how much will be added on. Castro there, waiting to see if he can get a late chance to claim all 3 points for Las Palmas. Tenerife with the throw-in. Milla again trying to go long. Aitor Sanz with a very high shot for Lasure. He's fouled there by Sirvic. Not happy with that decision. Lasure hasn't really had much to do since he's come on for Tenerife. Aitor Sanz gonna let Alberto take it. He goes wide for Moore, who's offside. Bit of a shove there to De La Bella. Yeah, here we can see a replay. He is just offside, but a good call from the linesman. We have reached the 90th minute in this game, but the fourth official down on the touchline adds on 3 minutes. Will we see a change to the result in this game? Poor header away by Castellano. Here's Aitor Sanz over the top for Dani Gomez. Bit of a heavy touch, but manages to get control of the ball. Cuts inside, lays it off for Lasure, who shot wide of the target. Just wide of the target. Will be a goal kick. Any late chance here could be the killer blow. Sirvic now to Varela. Pedri trying to make a run to make a difference. Here's De La Bella. Puts in the cross. Peckhart went for the header. Jumped higher than anyone else, the Tenerife goalkeeper, to catch that ball. The aerial threat of Peckhart. Is a cause for concern for the Tenerife defense, as Dani Hernandez goes long. Dani Gomez tries to chase down. He's run his socks off today for Tenerife. We enter now the final minute of injury time. Varela going forward for Tenerife. Tenerife players really well there to hold off Pedri. Took a bit of a heavy touch, couldn't find a pass. Alberto feeling the cramp there for the final 30 seconds of this game. Tenerife fans screaming to the top of their voices clearly happy and support of their team. Dani Hernandez definitely taking his time now. Goes for the long pass. And Moore makes a run in behind. No foul. Dani Gomez, though, picks at the ball on the edge of the box. Aitor Sanz plays over the top for Dani Gomez. Crashes into Álvaro Valles. And it turns out to be a foul from the striker on the goalkeeper. See a replay of the pass from Aitor Sanz. Not intentional, really, from Dani Gomez, trying to get a touch of the ball. Ends up a very strong collision with the goalkeeper. And that is the end of the game. José Antonio López Toca whistles for the end at the 90 minutes. It is 1 point apiece as it ends a stalemate, 0-0 in the Gran Canaria Stadium. We thought that the sending off of Carlos Ruiz in the opening 45 would have a very, very big impact on the game. In the end, Tenerife defending with most men behind the ball, but creating overall the better chances of the game. Las Palmas unable to take advantage, having an extra man on the pitch. Running their socks off were the midfielders and the attackers of Tenerife. The home fans not really going to be very happy with this result. The away fans completely the contrary. Played with 10 men for 70 minutes and managed to get a point. They remain undefeated in their final 2 games in La Liga Smartbank. They take a point away from home into their important game against Athletic Bilbao in La Copa del Rey this week. But Pepe Mel there, an unhappy man. Probably 2 points dropped rather than 1 point gained. But it ends here at the Gran Canaria Stadium. Las Palmas 0, Tenerife 0.
Con el patrocinio de Alcurio les informamos que el próximo partido de la Serie de Gran Canaria será el sábado, 8 de febrero, a las 17:15 horas contra Atlántico de Fútbol, en la jornada que es en la 7ª de la Liga Smart Bank. Les esperamos. Muchas gracias y buenas noches.
Encontrar el camino.
Sí, la verdad que sí. Se nos ha puesto de cara cuando se han quedado con 10. Bueno, la verdad que nos ha costado. Teníamos que tener un poco de paciencia. Ellos estaban bien cerrados, buscar por fuera, sacar centros y llegar al área, pero nos ha costado crear peligro. Lo hemos intentado hasta el final y no ha podido ser.
Se sufre cierta ansiedad por verse con superioridad numérica tan pronto, desde el minuto 20 de la primera parte, y querer ser demasiado directo.
Puede ser que nos haya pasado eso. Nos ha faltado tener esa calma, esa claridad para esperar el momento, crear los espacios. Nada, quizás nos hemos precipitado un poco. Ellos, la verdad que se han cerrado bien, han defendido bien y no hemos podido marcar ese gol para llevarnos los 3 puntos.
Íñigo, ¿qué está pasando en los últimos partidos, más allá de este, que el equipo no consigue la victoria?
Bueno, sabemos que esta categoría es muy complicada. Cada partido es dificilísimo, hay mucha igualdad. Nos está costando ahora marcar goles, llevarnos los puntos y bueno, sumamos hoy un punto que nos sabe a muy poco aquí en casa.
Tú volvías al 11, ¿cómo te has encontrado?
Bien, bueno, ahora me toca trabajar duro para volver a coger el ritmo cuanto antes, pero bueno, bien.
Ánimo, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Se marcha Íñigo Ruiz de Galarreta y por ahí viene enseguida uno de los jugadores del Club Deportivo Tenerife, porque están ahora mismo despidiéndose, más bien celebrándolo con su afición, porque es un punto que, como decía Gustavo, sabe a gloria. Que se acerca y que está con sus jugadores, con sus aficionados, mejor dicho. Vaya calambre que me acaba de dar el micro. Lo estaba celebrando con sus aficionados y hay que estar con cuidado, que más de una vez me va a quedar aquí con el micro pegado. No se lo dejo al portero por si acaso. Decíamos que lo celebrabas con los aficionados, con tus seguidores, porque sabe a victoria.
Hombre, hemos estado, no sé si son 70, 80 minutos con uno menos. Creo que mis compañeros han corrido, no sé, habrán reventado el GPS que nos pone para ver los kilómetros y la verdad que por lo menos el pedazo de esfuerzo que hemos hecho se ha visto compensado con un punto y que la verdad es que las ocasiones más claras las hemos tenido nosotros, hemos controlado el partido a partir de ocasiones, no de tener el balón, creo que hemos sabido sufrir y estamos en la línea buena.
Dani, que bien ha defendido el equipo hoy, ¿no?
Sí, la verdad que sí, como te digo, han corrido como animales, es para felicitarlos a todos. Yo la verdad que solamente les puedo gritar y dar las gracias porque no dejan situaciones fáciles y el equipo ha estado increíble.
No sé si habéis podido ver, comentar la jugada de la expulsión, si habéis hablado algo con el árbitro, si os ha dicho algo por cómo ha sido esa situación. El agarrón es claro, pero la duda venía en la posición o no de fuera de juego. No sé si habéis hablado algo.
Sí, me han dicho que el inicio de jugada viene de Rubén un poquito dudoso. Bueno, ya no podemos hacer nada, ¿no? Ya jugamos el partido, ya está el resultado. Está claro que ha sido un hándicap muy importante para nosotros jugar con uno menos en el estadio de nuestro mayor rival, pero bueno, mucho mejor sabe el punto, yo creo.
Enhorabuena, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a ti.
Gracias a Dani Hernández y aquí con el micro cogido por la punta y con muchísimo cuidado para no quedarnos electrocutados, acabamos las entrevistas.